Hi, my name is Dr. Andrew Cohen, and I'm with Proactive Chiropractic. And as you can tell by the mask, we are recording during the COVID-19 craziness. I'm sure if you're anything like me, you're starting to get really familiar with these masks. But there is a way that we can completely avoid using the masks. And that is what I wanted to talk to you about today, which is how can a chiropractor help me during these crazy COVID crisis times that we're dealing with here. Basically, there is massive need right now. The healthcare system has grinded to a halt. I am hearing time and time again about how people who had appointments scheduled are being kicked 3 to 6 months down the line. Lots of surgeries, epidural injections, cortisone shots, even physical therapy, massages, acupuncture, and chiropractic has gotten canceled because most big clinics are only focusing on emergency situations. And emergency situations make total sense during a COVID-19 uh, world that we're living in. But what you may not know is over 5 million ER visits are a result of low back pain. What do these people do who are in lots and lots of pain and being told, stay away, only come here if it's an absolute emergency? But how is someone supposed to know if it's an absolute emergency? 95% of the time, it's not an absolute emergency. But it's not as simple as, is your pain a 10 out of 10 or is it a 0 out of 10? And we're only seeing the 10 out of 10 pain. I will assure you that is not a great gauge of figuring out whether or not something is an emergency. But millions of people are feeling worse than usual. Again, they're used to their normal routines of exercising, working with the trainer, and now they're trying maybe an app or doing stuff on their own, or maybe the only thing they can do is run, and that's hurting their knee. And at first they thought, I can just power through it, but now it's started to travel all the way up their body. We're seeing that here, and we're seeing it frequently. The key thing that we do at Proactive Chiropractic is we do a thorough exam and a detailed history to really get at the bottom of what is causing the pain, what's causing the problem. Then we put together a customized plan because, you guessed it, not everyone is the same, which is why those YouTube videos and self-help blogs are not working the way they should for you. Normally, we do all of that within our four walls. And for some, we are still doing that. But for many, we're shifting to a virtual appointment. And we are actually well prepared for that. Because we deal with serious athletes and even weekend warriors who travel a lot for work, it is absolutely commonplace for us to get calls, emails, etc., asking, what can I do if I'm in New York and I just ran the New York Marathon? Or what do I do if I got hurt on my way to the Boston Marathon? Or what do I do if I simply overdid it playing with my kids and I'm stuck in Hawaii? We have the tools to help you through that. Most people think of a chiropractor as racking and cracking and turning you into a pretzel. We've never done that. That is why we are better geared to take care of that, of you. And if you look through our videos, we don't have tons and tons of videos of people getting cracked. We have lots of videos of analysis, teaching people exercises or specific movements so that they can be more engaged in their healthcare. Man, that's what everyone needs right now. They don't want to be reliant on someone else. This really popped for me a week or so ago when my bike started breaking down. Now look, I don't know what you're doing for your stress relief, but my mountain bike is absolutely my go-to when I'm stressed out right now. I'll get on that thing and I'll ride 2 to 3 hours without missing a beat, and I am in my absolute zen. While it's hard for me to sit down and meditate, I can clear my mind hitting the trails. Well, I went into panic mode when my bike stopped working, and I called my local mechanic, and my mechanic told me because they're short-staffed, it would be close to 10 days before I could get my bike back. I almost lost it. I started running for a few days, but it just wasn't doing the same thing to my mental health. So luckily, I thought about this and what we're doing with our patients. And I hopped online and I actually hired a virtual bike mechanic to walk me through step by step using FaceTime what was going on and what I needed to do to fix it. And it was incredible. And I'm back on my bike, even though my mechanic was in Great Britain. How cool is that? We're doing that for all of you. What we are offering is getting down to the bottom of what is causing your pain. Figuring out, is this something you should be scared of, or is this something we can manage on our own with home exercises and such? We're modifying workouts with people. Maybe those online apps are fantastic, but there are a few movements based on prior injuries or surgeries or things you're dealing with that are too pain-provoking that we need to decrease or modify. We're putting together do-it-yourself treatment for you to do at home with simple tools that you can even buy online, say at Amazon or something like that. And that seems to be really hitting it or being very successful with people. We're also doing virtual ergonomic evaluations based on having someone monitor where you are at your workstation or having them take a few photos. And that's been extremely helpful because many of you are stuck watching Zoom calls or whatever for excessive amount of hours. And if your workstation isn't right, there's no way we're going to get you feeling stable again. So that's one of the offers that we have for all of you. We're putting together rehab exercises, strengthening, and stretching. We're also giving stress management techniques because we're all in unprecedented times and dealing with that stress in different ways. And there are lots of healthy tips that I have for that. And then one of the things that's commonly overlooked, but most of our patients are dropping emails about this, is how to boost your immune system so that when you eventually do get COVID, you're in a situation to heal quickly and stay out of our healthcare system. And we have lots of tools on that. But everyone is different. So I don't recommend just giving a blanket, take melatonin, take vitamin C, take zinc. It really depends on what's going on with you and what your diet is. So if any of that sounds like something that would be useful, we really want to help. And we are getting incredible results. Some of the last few calls that I've had focused on calf pain from someone running too much, or shoulder issues from too many push-ups, numbness in the fingers and back from working at a workstation, new and more intense headaches. Those are all day-to-day issues we deal with in our practice that we can still help you with virtually. While we're seeing certain cases in the office, we are getting better and better at helping you virtually. And that's our goal, is to keep you safe, healthy, and happy during this time. We are adapting and we want to be there for you. So feel free to subscribe to our YouTube station as we're putting out more videos regularly. And there is a treasure trove of at least 50 videos on there that have been my favorites that have helped many of our patients while they're traveling and also people around the world. So feel free to book an appointment at Proactive SF. Quit wasting time doing hundreds and hundreds of different home exercises when we can really get laser focused and create a plan that's right for you. Without further ado, hop online. We have our schedule there, and make sure you click that you want a telehealth appointment. We can't wait to meet you virtually and get you feeling like yourself again. Take care.